So it's my turn to do a little recap. I've been here since Thursday. As you know, in my stories, I posted up, I'm here for the Emotional Fitness Framework Conference under the guise and wisdom of our mentor, Joe Parnay. We had a full day and a half with Joe, sitting and just deeply immersing ourselves into all of his work. And a lot of Joe's work and philosophy is based on the work of humanistic psychology under Carl Jung. We tapped into the shadow work. We went very deep into the shadow work. And it was just, for me, the biggest takeaway when it's something that we don't talk about. It's something that we literally shove in the closet. It's conversations, it's emotions, it's experiences, it's triggers that when we're not given the space to be able to honor that these are the emotional experiences that humans go through, we don't get to integrate them. We don't get to move through them. We suppress them, we depress them, we reject them, we defend them, we hide them, we dismiss them. And they all bloody come out of that cupboard at some point, somewhere, in such a highly flammable way. And so for us to be able to have that conversation and go deep into that insight, my gosh, that has been a game changer for me. The biggest takeaway has been that it is absolutely okay for us to have these things because they are all part of the human experience. Just because we don't talk about them doesn't commonly, and I'm hoping now that there's many more conversations around triggers and the shadows and the darker, deeper sides to us as humans in our everyday world. My God, we live in a stressful, busy world. But to be able to understand that there are even archetypes to our shadows, it's the integration of these behaviors, it's the understanding of ourselves better, it's moving into the consciousness and that more deeper understanding of ourselves. It is so valuable. Everything about growth is traveling through levels of uncertainty. It's taking us into places that we don't know. So even by having these conversations as a collective in a community that is all there, all for the growth and the expansion and understanding and the awareness of ourselves better, creating that space was just absolutely next level. We talked on the anima and the animus, which are the integration of the male and the female, the masculine and the feminine aspects of our personalities for males and females. We talked about our persona versus our personality and talking about the stages of individuation. Gosh, it has been such an intense day and a half, but the key learnings and takeaways for me is having that space to know that it is absolutely normal and it is absolutely okay for us to have those expressions. We all have them within us. We then moved on to yesterday afternoon into breath work, into navigating new elements of uncertainty. So we had a breathwork session with the lovely Laura and moving into the ice bath. So that was another experience for us into that growth and expansion into something that we probably haven't experienced before. It was so lovely to be guided by Laura and to understand how capable we are if we come back to our breath. We're moving into a full day today of more integration of the breath work. Gosh, it's been such an expansive few days and I am so glad that I've come. I'm so glad that I got to meet these lovely people and it's so wonderful because I get to share these insights back with my women and my retreats and the experiences that I create for people in Time for You in Tasmania.